Hello, it is day 12 of our challenge, and today you actually will need a yoga ball, a long looped band, and a mini band. But again, I'm going to give you options for all these things. If you don't have these items with you, you don't need them. So I'll show you what to do. First, we're going to start off with our long band. Mine actually broke, but I'm just going to double it up like this. And we're going to start with an overhead side stretch. So you're going to do the same thing without a band. So let me just show you what that looks like first if you do not have access to a band. So we're just going to raise up our arms overhead. We're just going to take one side down and reach as far as we can over, and then alternate just like that. And that's actually a really great stretch. So go ahead and do that if you don't have a band. If you do have a band, we're going to take it to where it has a little bit of resistance, not too much. We're going to take it up overhead and kind of let your arms stretch behind your head as far as you can, where you feel the stretch in your chest. And then we're just going to take it over to the side, just like we would if we didn't have the band. And breathe. The band just adds a little bit of an extra pull in the chest and shoulders. And then kind of helps you bring your shoulders back and down as we go side to side. Breathe. Hold it here for one more breath. Back to the middle and over. Same thing, hold it for one more breath. Good, and we'll go side to side one more time. And to the left. Okay, and a little bonus from here, we're going to take our arms forward if you do have the band, and we're just going to bring them back and down and forward. Just a little bonus move for us since we're here. A few more here. I love this exercise, especially on any kind of upper body movement day. Such a good one. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Next, we're going to go ahead and go into our exercise with the mini band. So if you have a mini band, you're going to put it around your feet in just a second, but I'm going to show you what it's going to look like if you do not have it. We'll over just a little bit so you can kind of see from the side. If you do not have a mini band, you're going to get into this wall plank position. So hands about in line with your shoulders here, and then you're just going to walk your feet out to wherever you feel comfortable. The further you walk your feet out, the more difficult it will be. The closer you walk your feet in, the less resistance it'll be on your core. So I'm going to walk my feet out to here, and if you do not have a mini band, you're just going to be here in this position. Hold. You're going to take it slower than you would if you did have the mini band. You'll feel this working your core, these muscles, your actual abdominals. So if you do have a band, we're going to put it on your feet like this, and what this is going to do is not only is it going to work your core, but it's also going to work your psoas muscles. So these muscles right here that connect your hips to your pelvis. So we're going to walk out our feet as far as we can, and then we're just pulling knee to chest, hold, and down. And down. Good, so again, you're going to feel it in your core, but you're also going to feel it in your hips and psoas. Good. I'm actually going to take the band off. We're going to do about 10 more. I'm going to take the band off because I was kind of putting a little bit of strain on my knee. But you keep going if you feel good there with those. Here we go. 1, 2. Again, walk your feet back out, further away from the wall if you want to feel more resistance here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And for future reference, you can always do that movement on the ground, flat, like a plank position, or you can do them on your back as well, just bringing your knees in towards your chest. Okay, moving on. Programmed in your workout, you have a Copenhagen side plank, and you can do that with a bench or a chair or something like that, but I'm going to show you what most people could do with a Pilates ball, and then I'm going to show you what you can also do without any equipment at all. It's just going to be a basic side plank. So here's what it's going to look like. for you if you do not have any equipment and want to just do this on the floor. It's gonna look like this. We're gonna pop up in a side plank on this bottom knee, and we're gonna hold this top leg up like this. So you're gonna feel it here in your inner thigh, as well as your outer glute, and how you would normally feel in side plank. You can also grab a Pilates ball if you have one, and I'm gonna place this in between my knees right here. Again, I'm gonna pop up in this plank position, and I'm gonna hold and kind of press down on that Pilates ball so that I'm activating that inner thigh muscle here. Okay, we're gonna hold and squeeze. Or you can just hold that leg up if you don't have the ball. Good. Really try to keep that left hip or that bottom hip up off the floor. Good. Hold, keep holding. Breathe. Do those tiny pulses here if you want to. Good. A few more here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch to the other side. This is just a great variation to a side plank. If you feel pretty strong in your side plank and you want to add something in, this is a great way to do it. Okay, let's hold and pulse if you can. Really keeping that bottom hip up off the ground. Good. This is a great way to connect with the mind to the muscle of the inner deep core. Every time you're pulsing down on this ball, you're feeling that core contraction, holding your body steady. Same thing with your inner thigh muscle, which is super important for injury prevention. Good, keep breathing and holding. Breathe and 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Okay, we're gonna go into a hamstring hold. I'm going to show you what it looks like without a yoga ball first, and then I'll show you what it looks like with a yoga ball if you want a little extra. Okay, so we're gonna be here in this glute bridge position, so down on the ground, here. Let me fix my bun. Okay, and then from here we're gonna take our pelvis and tilt it downward so that our spine is neutral and flat with the floor. And then from here, you're just gonna press up. We're gonna take our toes off the floor. You can hold here and just hold that glute squeeze, or you can take it one step extra and you can walk your feet out and walk your feet back in. That's option 1. Option 2, if you don't have a yoga ball, you can get close to the wall here, put your feet up on the wall, and do the same thing. You're just gonna hold this glute bridge position just like that. Okay, if you do have a yoga ball, you're gonna grab it like you would be doing hamstring curls with the yoga ball, but instead we're gonna take our heels about hip distance apart here. And then from here, we're gonna do the same thing with our pelvis. We're gonna tilt it downward so that our spine is neutral and level with the floor. And then we're just going to breathe, use the glutes and hamstrings to squeeze up. And we're just gonna hold here. We're gonna try to hold for 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, take a deep breath here. We're going back up in 3, 2, 1. Holding for 10 seconds and breathe. Three, 2, 1. Good. We're gonna do that a few more times. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. Breathe. This is actually an exercise that my physical therapist gave me for my knee rehab, and I have fallen in love with how great it is for glutes and hamstring stability. So good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Breathe. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Here we go, and up. Hold. Breathe. Again, mind muscle connection should be going straight to the glutes and the hamstrings. Good. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Okay, breathe here, shake it out. And we have one more. We're gonna go up in 3, 2, 1, up. Good, hold, breathe. All right, keep holding. 3, 2, 1. Amazing, great job. Okay, last exercise, we're just taking into a 90-90 breath. Okay, so we're gonna take our front leg into a 90-degree position, back leg 90 degrees as well. We're just gonna lay back if you can. I actually can't pull my injured leg at full 90, but I'm gonna hold it here where it feels good. You could also just be in this bending position, which I think I will actually do. Okay, and from here, we're just gonna take a big inhale, fill the belly with air. And exhale. As you exhale, we're not contracting anything with our, we're not doing any extra contraction. Your body's gonna naturally bring everything back together on your exhale. But I also just want you to let everything release and expand as we're breathing here. Inhale. Continue breathing. People don't realize oftentimes that pelvic floor issues often stem from an overactive pelvic floor and over-contracted pelvic floor, because so many of us women are often like stressed and tense so often, and we're not taking time to really relax and release those pelvic floor muscles and just really our whole body release the tension. And that's a really important thing to do if you are having any pelvic floor issues. A lot of time it isn't a strength problem, it's more of a control and a relaxation and a release problem. Okay, let's switch sides into that 90-90. Keep breathing, inhale. Big inhale, and as you exhale, hear yourself blowing the air out of your mouth and feel your stomach going down with the exhale. Good. On the exhale, think about from the top of your head all the way down, everything releasing and relaxing. One last time. Great job. That workout was a little bit more technical, a little bit more strength focused than the others, and they are going to get progressively more strength focused as we go. But we only have a few more days left. I hope you have enjoyed this. I'm hoping you are letting it propel you into more exercise and just getting you more motivated and excited to keep moving your body. And if you're enjoying this style of coaching and this type of video, this type of workout, I would love it if you would please give us a shout out on Instagram or text it to your friend. Let someone know that you are enjoying these workouts, and that would just mean the world to me. And if you do have feedback, you can always shoot me a message or an email. I'd love to hear what you have to say, either positive or constructive criticism, either way. But thank you for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow.